Nandu. Video is stopped. এটা কি ইয়ে করে হো জুম মিটিং
Hi everyone, good afternoon. We shall begin in 2 to 3 minutes.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Has the speaker joined yet?
Speaker तो ठीक है
Om Prakash.
हेलो
हाँ, speakers are joined कर लेनी.
आगे आगे join करें.
Okay. Good afternoon once again, everyone. So I am inviting today as the chief speaker, Mr. Kasi Biswanath Das, who is the AGM at Small Medium Enterprises State Bank of India at head office. He will speak on today financing source for MSME entrepreneurs. So today's discussion is on financing scopes for MSME entrepreneurs. I'll wait for the speaker to start the session.
Also. Also. स्क्रीन बड़ा तो करी होनी इतनी
Good afternoon once again. May I request Mr. Kasi Vishwanath Das to begin the session? Mr. Kasi Vishwanath Das is the AGM at SME SBI at local head office. So we can begin the session. The session is on MSME financing scopes. Over to you.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, perfect.
Yes, yes.
All those who are participant, can I see their faces for once before starting the session? I think all of the participants joined through Zoom only. You can enable them for some 5 minutes so that the introductory that we can begin, that who are the participants. Basically, I was told that in this particular webinar, all startups will join. Therefore, my discussion will center around startups only. Am I right there, Madam Banani?
Yes, yes, absolutely. This webinar is for MSME entrepreneurs and startup entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I can see only 2 participants till now.
There are 17, including you and me. There are 17 lined up already.
Okay.
I think the other might be present in YouTube and OCF website. We can start the session. It's already time.
But all are from OCF or OBFED. How many entrepreneurs are there?
Yeah, that is the main thing that I'm going to ask, because if the entrepreneurs join, it will benefit them. Neither.
I can introduce myself.
Yeah, let's
Am I audible?
so that it will also benefit the bank, so that we can have a direct link with you after the meeting is over. Because our main purpose is that how to reach each other, right? So these are the platforms which are provided by OCF. Thanks to them. But the platform should be an enabler so that we can understand each other. So a quick round of introduction first. Let me introduce myself. I am AGM SME, local head office, Bhubaneswar, looking after startup setup in Orissa itself.
Okay. My name is Santosh Mishra.
Welcome.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
You are audible.
Okay. My name is Santosh Mishra. I am from Bhubaneswar only.
Okay.
I run a HR product, HR solutions startup in the human capital consulting space.
Okay.
We are registered in Bangalore, ROC.
Okay.
We also have a local presence in Bhubaneswar.
Okay.
In Bangalore, we are present in Embassy Golf Links Business Park.
Okay.
And from this year onwards, we are really trying to grow aggressively in the home state. We are trying to create a presence here.
Okay.
So we would be very much interested to understand what kind of financing options that are available.
Okay. Whether
We
you
have
already availed some finance at Bangalore?
Not yet.
But some private players already invested in your venture?
No, we are a bootstrapped company. We are profitable from year one of our
Okay.
operation.
Okay.
We were incorporated as a private limited company since 2017. So we have a 5-year-old ITR history, and every year we are profitable. But because we are a bootstrapped company, we have done whatever we have done on a lower base of capital.
Okay.
So now we have validated our business model. So from this year onwards, we'll be interested in scaling up.
Okay.
So that is why we are looking for debt financing.
Okay. What may be your project cost around?
Roughly, we are looking around 2 crores.
Fine. May I have your mobile number?
You can keep my mobile number, sir. This is 96202-15646.
96202.
15646.
Thank you. Any other to whom I may know? Thank you. We will discuss what are the benefits.
Sure.
Why I took this information so that I can center my discussion about that only. Unnecessarily going there, because a lot of products will be available which may not offer any interest to you people. That's why this is the importance, so that I can touch upon that. Okay, I think another ma'am is also visible. Any other entrepreneur who are linked here?
Hi everyone, it's Vikas here. I'm actually founder of Market. We are based actually on SaaS products. Okay, so we invested around 60 to 70 lakh till now, and we have gathered now some tractions, and we also need some sort of debt funding, which is around 1 crore. So I don't know, if you are, debt funding is happening, giving to SaaS product or not. So I just need to have some sort of understanding of that.
You want some inputs into that? Very fine.
Input as well as because we are also looking for the debt funding, and I just wanted to know the procedures and what sort of help we can get it from the MSME.
What is the product that you're dealing in?
See, we have actually currently one product is available, which is for the SMEs, for all the SMEs. They're all tracking and everything is done, which is catered to all the SMEs. And also we are working on through the discovery platforms where those SMEs can go to online without investing their time and without investing their money and all. It's a very common marketplace for the customers as well as the vendor will be available, where they can purchase will happen for the local shops. So that will be catered to this product and that product. It will generate multiple products. Basically, we can go in a deep level whenever we will have a face-to-face discussion. That time I can explain more about it.
Okay, fine. Can I have your mobile number?
Sure. It's 977-828-176.
977-828-176. Fine. Thank you. Any other entrepreneurs who are there?
So this is Santosh again.
Yeah, Santosh.
I just want to understand, I am sure you will cover it, but I also just want to understand the different kind of products that MSMEs can avail today. I understand there could be multiple schemes and multiple kind of products one can look at.
That's why in the beginning I mentioned there are some 130 products in MSME, but to this startup which is beneficial, if it is a startup and if it is to be beneficial, we will discuss that, and the other products we can discuss offline, because I have taken your mobile number. End of this session I will also share my mobile number, so that there will be interaction, and whatever doubt that you have, you can clarify that. There is no issue with that.
Thank you.
Because we are in LHO, therefore we can give you much time. There is no issue with that.
So your office is next to GPO, right? The GPO office.
Yeah. It is just by the side of the Reserve Bank of India.
Understood.
Any other entrepreneur?
Sir, yes. So can I just raise a point, please? Hello.
Yeah, it's Santi Behra is speaking, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, yes, my question is, sir, we are a merchant exporter company and also registered under MSME. Is there any possibility of short-term help or pre-shipping and post shipping.
Pre-shipping credit and post-shipping credit, right?
Yeah, for a short period.
But
Very short period till it touches the Indian port. I mean the port.
But are you already taken? Have you already taken finance from somebody else, some other organization?
No.
Till now, you are managing with your own equity, right?
That's right.
It's a company.
Private limited company.
It's a private limited company. Fine. You need some foreign exchange funds, Indian rupee.
Indian rupees.
Okay.
I'll be earning the foreign exchange for the government.
No, that's fine with that. But you need a rupee credit, right?
Right.
Okay. But in today's discussion, we may not center around that. But still, if possible, I will invite my other friend who is dealing in Forex and he can guide you. Because basically, this is a startup session. Because
this is a startup. I mean, this is a private limited company under that startup.
Okay. Because I have to explain you the concept of the startup. Anyway, Mr. Santi Behra, right?
That's right.
Okay. And you are dealing with that you need some sort of
agro products and fisheries, but I will not be dealing with the fisheries because I came to know that it is a capital intensive project.
Okay.
So I'll be focusing on agro products.
Okay. May I have your mobile number?
Yes. 82 60 59 39 63 3.
Okay, thank you. Any other entrepreneur who are there?
Yeah, this is Sitanshu here.
Mishra, yeah.
So good evening, one and all. Good evening, sir. In fact, I'm the founder of Apogee Consulting and Training Services. And recently, that is LLP. And I've started another venture called Jobful Consulting Services Private Limited recently. And the first firm I'm talking about, that is a 5-year-old startup.
Okay.
So, like we have been bootstrapping since our inception and never look for funds.
Okay.
I would like to, during this session, I would like you to, highlight upon Mudra loan and other stuff, like how we can get this loans.
Because you are in a startup, why you look into Mudra? Why don't you go for startup itself? Because it will throw insight into that. And up to 10 years old, we can finance.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking the question. Because it's only 5 years old, you can take up. If it is not financed, if it is financed, you can avail finance for that also. Only we need the financial statements for that. I will definitely cover that.
Okay. Is it also possible for the organizations running under LLP?
Yeah. Limited liability partnership. Yeah, they are eligible.
Okay.
That's why I want to know the feedback so that I can talk properly. Neither I am talking something and maybe you are listening something else.
Right. Maybe. So another good thing is we have, sir, for your information, we have been already, funded with a small amount by STPI, Software Technology Parks of India, under the NGIS scheme. That is a flagship program of Chunoti.
Okay.
So that is also another.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Okay. If you are having some investing partners with you who may be venturing into that, it's a welcome sign. SBI never bars you to get that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good. But can you share your mobile number, Sitanshuji?
Yeah, it's sir, kindly note, it's 966 81 44556.
Yeah. Any other that we have?
Sir, good evening, sir. Myself Devendra Kumar BC, and our firm name is Trade Facility Private Limited. It is a private limited company.
Okay.
And we are deals in food processing, especially on millet product.
Okay.
And we have already manufacturing the millet powder already in the launch to the market.
Okay.
And we are proposed for the innovative of energy drinks from millet. We are going, and how can we connect with the MSME funding and other investors?
Okay.
Please guide us.
So this particular product, what you are bringing in is maybe the first in its nature.
Yeah, it is a finger millet powder.
I got it,
Ragi,
but I think
ragi.
earlier that type of powder is not done by anybody else.
Previously is done by
somebody else.
Yeah, somebody else also.
Okay, okay.
Marketed, yeah.
Okay. May I have your mobile number?
94398
Yes.
11540.
Okay, thank you. We will discuss on that.
Okay.
Any other entrepreneurs who want to discuss their venture initially? Okay, it seems I have 5 in number, so we can start now. The others I can talk after the discussion is over. So, Banani, may we start now?
Yes, yes, we should start.
Okay.
There is one more, I guess, Sitansu Misra, who has raised his hand. If he has any questions, Sitansu Misra.
Yeah. Mr. Sitansu, if I have not covered you.
No, it's already covered. By mistake, I forgot to lower my hand.
Yeah, because I have already noted Sitansu Misra is there with me. Okay. The PowerPoint is visible?
Yes, it is visible.
All of
It is
you?
visible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, good afternoon. Already we have discussed, but good afternoon to this particular session on startup. Let me say some final points of this startup economic survey 2021-22 out, and it says that India is the 3rd largest startup ecosystem in the world. From that, you can understand how much importance government is giving to the startups, and also the new entrepreneurs, how they are coming up. So we are next to US and China only. No other country in the world can match with us in this startup ecosystem. Thanks to all of you who are gathering that courage to face this competition with big and large scale industries, and still you want to have a foothold of your own. And government recognized 14,000 new startups in a single year, 21-22 itself. That you can understand how government is also having that much interest in startup ecosystem. Until now, total number of startups in India, 61,400. So it's not 1 or 2. And by going this record, you can easily say every day in India, 2 to 3 startups are being set up somewhere in the country. And the pace of growth, if you just look at that, it is 15% year on year. So it's a very good sign. And the most important part is women entrepreneurs in startup system is about 14%. That's why in SBI also we look upon that any entrepreneur or enterprise where the ownership of the woman is 51% or more, there we have some special concession in interest rates also to them. And this startup, they are not only looking after the profit of their own, but they are also creating job to the unemployed. And year on year, they are adding 40,000 employments in a year. Until now, if the records are very straight, they have created about 1.6 to 1.7 lakhs. From this, you can understand the importance of startup in our country. So this is the brief introduction for this startup, but now I will simply go to our stake, SBI stake in startup ecosystem. Therefore, we have already brought a scheme which we call as MSME Udan. So this MSME Udan scheme is particularly for startup. So if you feel you are a startup, maybe you are a sole trader, sole proprietor, maybe a partner, maybe a LLP, maybe a company, both private limited and public limited, all are eligible in this scheme. And in this scheme, we finance from 50 lakhs to 50 crore. So you can check where you are fitting in. We have two categories. One category is called 0 to 50 lakhs. Another category is from 50 lakhs to 50 crores. For 0 to 50 lakhs, it is handled individually by branches, and 50 lakhs and above, it is specifically given to RMSME. That means there will be a relationship manager who will call upon you and he will help you to understand how to get the finance. So there is no need to run to any branch. And in our state, a particular branch is designated to do startup finance. You can note down, it is Epicol House branch situated at Bhubaneswar. So Epicol House branch deals in purely startup. So my request to all startup friends who are here, they can contact the Epicol branch if they have any startup ventures with them. There is no need to go to any other branch. And there is a designated RMSME who deals with startup. So any doubts, any queries, once this presentation is over, I will share his number. He is Mr. SK Mujib. He deals with all startup finance. So any doubts, any queries, you can talk directly after the meeting is over. So who are the target group to us? Startups which are classified as MSME and registered with, recognized by DPIIT. That means it is the Department of Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade. Government of India should have recognized it. And if it is classified as MSME, then only we can finance it under startup. That is number one. Second, the startups to whom we are going to finance must have sustainable business models and establish a proof of concept. That means a general approach that involves testing a certain assumption in order to obtain confirmation that the idea is feasible, viable, and applicable in practice. And third, the startup should have the support of recognized incubator, accelerator, investors available as per the Startup India portal. Then only, that means if you are fulfilling any of these conditions, then you will be called as the target group by us and we can finance.
Sir, one clarification here, Santosh here.
I will not stop here once the slides are over, because that will delay our process.
No problem. Please go ahead. I'll take my questions in the end.
You note down in any screen if you have any doubt, you can put that doubt once the session is over, so that all can be covered. It will not be one session, right? Am I clear? Am I clear, sir?
Yes, that's fine. Please go ahead.
So that is the first part. That means who are the target group to whom State Bank can put its exposure under this particular scheme. Other schemes are also there, but I'm talking about this particular scheme. In this scheme, who are eligible to take finance. Okay. Now, under this scheme, what are the purposes that are covered? The purpose is to provide financial assistance to startup for their various requirements. And what are the requirements? Prototype creation, product, website, app development, team hiring, legal and consulting services, raw material and equipments, licenses and certifications, marketing and sales, purchase, leasing of office space and administrative expenses. For all this or for any of this purpose, you can apply under this particular scheme. Now, again, coming back, what is the eligibility criteria? As I have already mentioned, the startup should be registered as MSME having valid Udyam registration certificate. You must be registered as MSME and you must have this Udyam registration number. Now, even for any MSME loans, Udyam registration is compulsory made by the Government of India. Therefore, my advice to all, maybe startup or may not be startup, but you must have Udyam registration number, which is very easy to procure. You can go to any Aadhaar center. There you can easily get this Udyam registration number by recording your nature of business. The startup should be registered with, recognized by DPIIT, Government of India, with the following characteristics. That means to be called as a startup, you should be registered with or recognized by DPIIT, that is Department for Promoting Industries and Internal Trade. The constitution may be, it's a public limited company or a private limited company. It may be a registered partnership or a limited liability partnership also. And what should be the age of the startup? Up to 10 years from the date of incorporation or registration, that can be considered for finance. And what should be the turnover? It should not exceed 100 crores in any financial year after incorporation and registration, because once it crosses 100 crores turnover, that will be taken as either medium or large scale industries, but not as a startup. And what should be the attributes? It should be working towards innovation, development or improvement of products, processes, services, or if it is scalable business model with high potential of employment generation or wealth creation. And what other thing that you have to look into? Should not have been formed by splitting or reconstructing an already existing business. This is the point which you have to remember. The startup should have the support of recognized incubator. To get under this scheme, if you are not having any support from any incubator, you can join them or you can be recognized under them. I think Startup Odisha, under the MSME Department of Government of Odisha, they are also incubating, and some private players are also doing that. Therefore, a recognized incubator should support them, and if possible, if there are some accelerators or investors under Startup India portal, if they are supporting also, then we will go with that. And the equity portion of startups shall be fully tied up either by the proprietor or by any private equity placements. Now, what are the facilities under which this scheme finances? Both term loan, that is for procurement of machines or to incur some capital expenditure, right, like construction of building, it can be financed, or working capital funds can also be provided. And this can be both fund-based and non-fund based. Non-fund based means even you can ask for LC, BG, etc. And what is the finance? As I have already mentioned in my opening of the speech, maximum 50 crores, categorized into two categories, up to 50 lakhs and 50 lakh to 50 crores. And what will be the repayment? Once you avail the loan, the repayment will be within 120 months, including maximum moratorium period. And what is the moratorium period? 36 months. But one catch is you have to service the interest. You may not pay any installments, but you have to service interest during the moratorium period. And if it's not possible you to serve monthly, you can also opt for bullet repayment method. That means the entire interest and principal can be paid in one go. That option is also available under this scheme. Then how we calculate how much money that will be given to you as a term loan? It depends on your estimates, quotations for purchasing some tangible or intangible assets. And from that, some margin as per the debt equity that will be specified. That margin maybe 10%, 20%, 30%, depending upon the asset that you are going to procure, that will be deducted and the rest will be financed. But one thing that you remember, the gross average DSCR calculated by the bank should be at least 1.25 to be financed. And in working capital, either it will be calculated on the basis of case budget that you are preparing and giving to us, so that whatever deficit that you have, that can be financed, or it can be financed under project balance sheet method, looking upon your projections that you are providing to us. And in case of LCBG, as per a requirement, that will be financed. And what should be the margin? Up to 10 lakhs, no margin is insisted. But for loans above rupees 10 lakhs, for term loan, it will be as per debt equity that will be specified under the product. And if it is working capital, 75% will be financed by the bank and 25% will be brought by you. And what is the rate of interest that we charge? Because this is also important. Not only knowing the scheme, but also how much will be my burden, that should be known. For loans less than 50 lakhs, it is EBLR. That means external benchmarking lending rate. It always changes because now in the market, the rates are too high because of high inflation. It is around 8.90 now, plus 3.60%. And for loans 50 lakhs and above, it is external benchmark lending rate plus spread. That is either from 1.75% to 8.10%. It depends on your CRA rating. That means if your CRA is very good, that means in between SB1 to SB5, it will be 1.75%. But if it is worse, depending on that, the rate of interest will go up. And concession can also be given in the interest rate if your project is very good, up to 25 basic points. It is in the hands of the CGM of the circle who can provide that. And for women entrepreneurs, that means if the setup is owned by the woman or woman is a partner having more than 51% share, then 50 basis points concession can be given on the interest rates. Then what is the collateral security? Because this is the very big question asked by many. How much security that I have to give? That is beyond primary security. Your primary security is whatever asset that you have created out of bank's fund will be the primary security. Collateral security beyond that, may I have to bring anything? Yeah, some of the things. Number one, this scheme needs personal guarantee of all promoters. Second, pledge of promoters' share, that is minimum 10%. However, in SBI, up to 2 crores, we cover under CGTMSE. That means Credit Guarantee Trust for MSME. Therefore, if you are unable to bring any collateral, we can finance up to 2 crores without any collateral. But for that, some guarantee fees to be paid by you to the Government of India, which is around 2.5% per annum. Whatever outstanding that you have at the end of the financial year, on that, this 2.50% fees will be collected and will be deposited with the Credit Guarantee Corporation of the Government of India. Earlier, startups were thinking that we can get only up to 2 crores with collateral. But with the creation of National Credit Guarantee Trustee Company Limited, especially it has increased the guarantee cover up to 10 crores. So this 10 crore limit is only for startups. So any startup who are not able to provide any collateral, up to 10 crores, they can be covered under it. And the annual guarantee fees will be 2% of the outstanding. Now, what are the relaxations under this scheme, especially given to the startups? Nil processing fees, no inspection fees, no commitment charges, nil prepayment charges. That means whenever you require, you can repay back. Stock statements may not be insisted upon. Only cash budget and projected cash flows may be asked. Financial follow-up report 1 and 2 may be asked for those units who are having requirement of more than 10 crores. And in case of insurance, we will insist comprehensive insurance of all securities that is charged to bank. And of course, key man insurance policy will be taken because the entire unit depends on the promoter, proprietor. Therefore, key man insurance policy will take care of that. And what are the documents that we need? If required, you can note it down. These are the documents that is required for getting finance under this scheme. Number 1, DPIIT registration certificate, MSME Udyam registration certificate, full set of audited financial for last 3 years if it is an existing unit, but only projected financials if it is the new unit. Full set of CMA, that is also only for existing units. Details of capital expenditure or the detailed project report if you are interested to make some capital expenditure that is required. Necessary quotation or invoices that is also required. This you can ignore, only in case of takeover this is required. Details of personal third party corporate guarantee if you are proposing to offer that you can provide. And this is specific for companies, memorandum of article of association is required. For partners, partnership deed is required. For trustees, trust deed. And in case of association, the bylaws are required. Brief write-up on the management, key person and industry is required. The details of shareholding pattern, that is also required. Details and profile of associates. If you have any associates and their banking arrangements, if any, for the last financial year, that is to be provided. Copy of all licenses, statutory approvals, GST, VAT registration. For existing unit, it is required. A declaration about the existing banking or borrowing arrangements, if any, to be given. And again, for existing unit, IT returns for last 2 years required. In the same way, for existing unit, GST and VAT returns, if any, for last 12 months to be provided. Copy of lease agreement. If you are working on a rented premises, then it is required. And asset and liability statement of the promoter or the guarantor for bank finance is required. This is in a nutshell the scheme details are. Now, the session is open for any questions on any screen that we have already covered.
Sir, this is Santosh here.
Yeah, tell me, Mr. Santosh.
So, not from SBI, but sometimes bank to some other, because we are interested in availing that collateral-free CGTM guaranteed loan.
Yeah.
Many see we are a HR services company, we are a consulting company, right? Consulting companies' main assets are knowledge services. Okay. But typically the branch managers would ask questions like, what is your product inventory and things like that.
Okay.
Then that would make us feel that they are not understanding our business model.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is one of the challenges I have faced personally. Like I can tell you, I started this company after having 12-15 years in industry and from a premier business school like Tata Institute of Social Sciences.
Okay.
But when you try to explain a typical loan manager, for instance, look, we are a HR services company. Just because you are looking for a product or you are looking for some solid asset that you can look at, we will not unnecessarily buy more laptops or will not lease more square foot space if it is not required as a prudent entrepreneur, right? Because if we can manage with less, why should we take more? That is the initial mantra of startups, right?
Definitely, definitely.
So usually we have seen this kind of an approach from loan managers that they will ask us like,
Yeah.
you are a service company, so we do not know what will base your assessment on, right? So that kind of a challenge sometimes we have faced. So I was actually seeing this project proposal, which looks very promising, but sometimes I have felt that we are hitting against a particular kind of thinking, which is like when they're thinking of a company, they're thinking more in case of inventory or products or this and that. Our main asset is our knowledge capital and our customer relationship, and that is why we are paid for the knowledge services, right? So that is one question I have, that are service companies going to be treated I would say equitably in this kind of a scheme, or like we have to like answer 10 more questions? I don't know. So that's I'm just kind of asking you from the kind of experience I had with, like, I was talking with one manager from PNB, and that's what I'm just kind of trying to clarify.
That's why in the beginning itself, I mentioned startup is a new concept. Many people don't understand that, even the bankers. Traditionally, they deal with goods and commodities.
Right.
They see the physical things.
Right, right.
Many startups are techno-based.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes they may even develop an app, like HRMS is an app.
Exactly.
Isn't it? And
right, right.
By giving that HRMS app to different companies, behind they can start adding, is not it?
That's right.
And
That's
to market that app, they may have manpower, right?
That's true. That's true.
Where is the product? There is no product at all. That's why what SBI has done, for all India basis, they have chosen the Bangalore. And there they have set up one startup, independent startup branch, so that they do not deal with any other product excepting startup. Okay. Similarly, in every state has taken that challenge and selected one branch, so that people will not have these different type of questions. Because
understood, sir.
To enter a traditional branch, definitely the branch manager will have so many questions, and maybe he does not have the time to cope up to these needs.
Correct.
A specialized branch is selected here in Orissa, and because many of the startups may have their originating place in Bhubaneswar, particularly Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, that's why this epical house branch was chosen.
Okay.
And a designated person is also chosen who can't refuse. Okay.
So, Dasji, that brings to my second question. See, in our company, all promoters and all equity holders are professional people. They are working full time in the company. So they are all Odia people, but because our early careers were in Bangalore and most of our clients are MNCs.
Okay.
So like now today we have like 30-40 clients as of date.
Okay.
And they are all top companies based in Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi, different places.
Okay.
So when we registered our company initially, because we wanted to be very close to the customer, we registered it in Bangalore ROC as a private limited company.
Okay.
Now, currently our leadership and all, we are all based out of Bhubaneswar, and we are trying to grow our business hub, our entire back office operations out of Bhubaneswar.
Okay.
So in that case, we will be considered as a legitimate sort of a business which can avail financing in Odisha, or like we have to again register our own entity here. Like how does the bank treat this?
See, ROC I'm not bothered about that because I have not raised that question either, right? Because if MNCs you will take into consideration when they when they set up a unit locally, can they go back and re-register that? I don't think so.
No, they are not registering.
Yeah,
They are not re-registering.
that's
Yeah.
what I want to say here. Here you can look at the minimum requirement that I have already mentioned. Is it a
Sure.
IIT registered one? Then yes, you are eligible for. Okay. Because this is the only one consideration. One is the catch. It has to be recognized as a startup by DPIIT.
Understood, sir. We are already registered. We already have Udyog Aadhaar number. Right now, our DPIIT process is underway. It's undergoing.
If you are registered under DPIIT, it is a government of India, you see. It is not specified by Odisha government. So it should be registered under DPIIT. And if you are having the Udyam registration, and if you are having a base at Odisha, that's what I want to say, base. That means if you are want to set up a some sort of consultancy services here in Odisha, then definitely you are eligible for that.
Yeah. So what our plans are, sir, we are trying to create our next growth from Odisha. Okay. So like our clients are all over India and also outside.
Not an issue.
The entire employment setup, the entire business hub, we want to set out of Bhubaneswar. So while we'll have those client offices in Bangalore, Hyderabad, and in other places, the biggest office will be based out of Bhubaneswar only, because that is where we are servicing our clients from.
Okay.
So for that we need the support.
Okay, but you have to create a hub here, na? That is the main.
That's right. That's for that only we will need the funding.
Yeah, there is no issue. That's why what I am telling. Any hub, if it is created here, for that you can approach. There is no need.
Sure.
There is no need to go back to Bangalore. Okay.
Okay.
Of course, dedicated startup branch at Bangalore is already available, but still, because we are having a startup designated branch here also, you can approach. That's why
our primary focus is like this.
That's why I have kept your number in the beginning, and I will simply share this number with my RMSME.
Correct.
Mujib, and he will call you and he will understand your model. Okay. And where you are fitting in, that he will understand. Accordingly, he will guide you. So no need that you have to run to the branch. He will call you. Okay.
Thank you.
And if he's not calling you within 1 week, let's say, then you can contact me. I will say my number at the end of this session.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, for the great answer. I just shared my experience just 2 days back only. I visited your main branch for the same reason for debt funding, and I also being asked for the what is your inventory.
May I see you? Can you?
Sorry, sir. I don't have a camera on this laptop. I just logged in on this.
Okay.
Probably, I'll just see you. Sometime later I can, contact and we can have a face-to-face or a video chat.
Okay.
It should be fine. Just recently, a day before yesterday, I think I visited your branch for this similar kind of scenario, and I just asked like how much is your inventory and all. So our business model, we do have some sort of inventory, but we don't need a huge sort of inventory required for whatever the fund we are looking for. So because ours is a technology based, completely tech based, and it does not require that. So this is the same question, like Santosh said. So we also face this problem, and thanks for answering that. We'll be getting into touch to get some more details so that we can get help on that, because ours is completely tech based.
I will share both the numbers, number of the RMSME who deals with this and the number of mine also. So we can be sharing that, any issues that we can talk. There is no issue.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
This session is not for purely classroom session. We want to grow, both of you. And that way you grow, my organization grows. Right.
Sure, sir. Thanks.
That is how it is. Okay.
Right, sir.
Yeah. Any other issues? Any other questions? If we have any, it's fine. Neither, please note down. I'm sharing RMSME's number. You can note down. Either he will call or you may call. There is no issue. You can tell that you got this number from after this particular session of startup, and you can raise your queries and he will answer it. And if he fails, then we can have a joint meeting. Together we can sit and we can see your business model. Accordingly, we can decide that options are also available. It's not that once the session is over, everything is done. Once if he understands everything over phone, it's well and good. Neither, definitely he will visit your unit, or we too will visit your unit and we will decide upon that. Okay.
Perfect, sir.
So he is SK Mujib and his number is 88 222 83 527.
Can you please repeat?
88 222 83 527.
Name Mr. Mujib.
SK Mujib.
From?
He sits in Epical branch.
Bhubaneswar.
Yeah. Epical branch near Ridco Towers.
Epical near Baramunda is there, that one?
No, not that one. There is a Epical house branch near your Satyanagar. I mean Sahidnagar, after crossing Sahidnagar.
Okay.
Just before Bani Bihar, you have that Ridco Towers.
Yeah. He is the coordinator of startup. No,
all startup. From zero.
Sir, this Epical office is next to Adisha, that Adisha branch.
Where it is? Adisha.
Adisha, that coffee shop. No, this is basically close to behind GPO. You are saying, sir?
No, not behind GPO. Just before Bani Bihar, or you can take it Rupali Chak. Rupali Square is there, na?
Okay, it is close to that Unit 9 Girls High School then. Okay, at the left side. Understood.
Unit 9 Girls High School. Yeah. It's on the main road itself. Just
I got it. It's on the left. As you turn left from Rupali, you get it on the left.
Yeah. From on Rajpath, if you're going towards Bani Bihar, on the left side, just before Rupali, you will get that. Before Rupali.
Understood.
Okay.
So after calling him, what we should tell him?
You can discuss about, it is all about startup finance, and Mr. KB Das, my name is Kasi Vishwanath Das, encourage us to meet you to discuss about that startup finance. So this is our product, this is what we are doing, and what is your needs. That's all you have to discuss.
Your name is KB Das, no, sir?
You have to share your technology, or you have to tell what you are into, just like Santosh sharing, he is in HR consultancy. Similarly, what you are doing, just someone shared some millet, right? And if it is possible under a startup, then he can consider it under startup. If it is not considered under startup, then he will accept it under MSME, because he takes care of both. Okay. But he is designated for startup. But if somebody is not eligible under startup, then as somebody asked in the beginning, there are different schemes. That is Mudra, PMGP, KBIC, so CGTMSC. So different schemes are there. Under that, he may be eligible, because Odisha government is also giving maximum thrust in MSME, and we are also into that. Because paucity of time, I have not covered all those. I have covered only startup scheme, and under startup only this scheme is there. And because of one reason or the other, if you are not fitting into the scheme, nothing to worry. You may be fitting into some of the schemes of MSME, and under that we can finance you. Am I clear?
Sure.
Yes, sir. So
Vishwanath ji,
Yeah, you can note my number 9863 999 470.
Name, please.
Kashi Vishwanath Das.
Vishwanath ji,
Yeah.
one more question. This is Santosh again.
Mhm.
We can meet him to first understand the different kind of schemes available in general, just discuss our broad, show him our business plan and what have we done so far. And subsequently, we can submit our proposal and all. That should be fine.
That's why before submitting the proposal, what I want is just call on him.
Sure,
Just call on
sure.
him and discuss. If he understands over phone, it's fine. Neither he will visit you. Don't worry, because we always keep these RMSMEs free. They are not linked to any branch. They are shipped to any branch, right? That's why State Bank has brought the scheme of relationship managers. That means from day one, they will keep relationship with you.
Perfect, sir. Sir, what exactly sort of documents required for this kind of loan or something? What kind of documents we need? Like you said, DPIT and other things, it's fine. A part of that, what sort of other documents we need?
At the end of my, just a minute, give me 1 minute.
Sure, sir.
Hello. ଗୋଟେ webinar ରେ ଅଛି ସେଇ ଅଛି ସେ ମିଟିଂ ରେ ମୁଁ ପାର୍ଟିସିପେଟ କରୁଛି ତ ମାନେ ଆମର ସ୍କିମ୍ ଗୁଡା ସରିଗଲା ପରେ ମୁଁ ପଳେଇ ଆସିବି yeah Mihir, nice your name. But I have not seen you in the beginning.
No, I missed it. I was in another meeting.
Okay. That always happens.
Great. Carry on.
Just a meeting. कौन? चीफ मैनेजर पठे देबी ना? मु पठे देबी. बीरू के जाओ ऊपर को. मु गला पर्यंत तक बसतो. एनपी मीटिंग रे. एटा धरि पळे जाओ किछि नाही. तुम खाली बसी जाओ. बिंदु सागर को ना बोर्ड रूम को पळे जाओ एटा धरि बसतो. कोठो आसी माने मु सीएम एसएमई बोले को. किछि जानिया दरकार नहीं. सब समय मैनेज करिवे. तो बस को आसी. ओके. मोर भी सरी गले पर मु जॉइन कर छिबी. हेलो. ओके. थैंक यू से जाउची बीरू जाउची. हां. Yeah, Mihir, tell me.
No, it's okay. I joined late, but I was busy in another meeting, so it slipped my mind. But anyway, there is good attendance, good participation. I'm really happy. Please do come very often. This is not a one-off meeting. Yeah.
I already told you. Maybe on 17th we are going to this startup Odisha.
Yes, exactly.
So maybe you are also joining there in the team.
Yeah. But slightly we have to change little bit. Time we'll discuss because finance minister is coming that day. Nirmala Sitharaman madam. So I think that program will continue up to 12 o'clock.
Okay.
We can plan it at 12:30. That will be okay.
No, we can plan even post lunch. No, there is no issue.
Okay, post lunch we'll plan. Then accordingly I'll discuss.
Hardly will take 1 hour. So accordingly you can arrange. Okay, I think someone asked me.
Vishwanath ji.
Boliye.
Sorry, this is Santosh again. I have another typical situation that we face, and I am bringing to your attention.
Okay.
See, like this, most HR, most services company actually. See, post pandemic, this physical and physical working has come down.
Yeah, I understand.
Hybrid working has gone up.
Yes.
Okay. So therefore, for instance, like I'll tell you, our office is in Bangalore.
Okay.
And our clients are also in Bangalore, Bhubaneswar, and in other places. But right now, since we have taken a decision to expand in Orissa, since then we have moved out of like one pandemic. In the pandemic time, we are in one office, and now we are looking at, since we are deciding to expand here majorly, we thought we'll go for a bigger setup, as I was talking to you. So right now we have only office in Bangalore, but no physical presence in Bhubaneswar. Okay, as of now, like as on today, right now. Okay. Now, when we do, of course, have plans to take up, once our DPIT certification is in process, we are also in the process of applying to Startup Odisha.
Okay.
Hopefully, something will happen, but even then not. Will having a physical setup right now will impact the loan process.
Okay.
That's what I want to understand.
You see, there should be some sort of presence which is required.
Okay.
Maybe it is own premises or maybe leased premises, as I have already mentioned. Accordingly,
Okay.
that you have to produce. Okay.
Sure, sure.
Because there is a touch point which is required here, right?
I see. I see. Okay. Understood. Understood.
It should be an office so that that is the contact point. But we can't give the care of some hospital. I mean, some.
No, of course not. It is, of course not. Yeah,
so some physical presence is required with that DPIIT. Okay. It may be own premises or it may be a rented one. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Sure, sure. Understood. Understood.
Hello. नहीं बिरु गलानी मु जाऊ चाउ टिके परे एटा सरी गला पर मीटिंग सरला पर मु पळे आसु ओके हां नहीं गलानी बिरु गलानी या any other issues?
No, I think that's fine. I think you have clarified that one. So
okay, then thank you very much. And again, we may meet on 14th if it is required, because we are going to OHub again to taking a session on this. And those who are not registered with incubators, they can also visit there, because if somebody is interested to have finance under this scheme, some incubator registration is also required. Therefore, OHub is providing that. I think under OHub, Startup Odisha is there. Startup Odisha is providing that, so they can come there. With that, we will end here. Thank you. Thank you.
So, what's the date you said, sir? What date?
It is 17th.
7th. Okay.
And at the time will be fixed by OCF. Initially, they told me by 11, but as such, some minister is visiting that OHub that day. We will be going maybe a little late, as my friend suggested, maybe post lunch.
Sure, sir.
If you have link with the OCF, you can ask them. They will tell you the time, so that anybody who is not having the incubation certificate, then we can talk to the Startup Odisha. Our main motto is that to improve startup in Odisha. With this note, let me thank you. Thank you, the organizers. Thank you, Banani. Nice.
Good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Somebody also joining it, Mr. Jacob. You
yes,
have
sir.
I think
I am calling from Hyderabad. Any details you can give me from Hyderabad? For Hyderabad.
Some of the branches in Hyderabad, you mean to say that?
Yes.
Some particular SME intensive branch for startup, you want to know that? Can you give the number so that I can come back to you?
I've chatted. I gave chat in message. I have given you my number.
No. You can give your number.
Yes. I gave your number in your message.
Oh, you have already given me.
Yes.
In WhatsApp message you have given.
Yes. No. I mean to say your chat message.
In the chat message, because I have not opened my chat box yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Take after the meeting, if you're free, I'll call you.
Jacob, you have already given that.
Yes.
I got your number. Okay.
Sir.
I will call you back once this is over, and I will inform you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other thing? If not, we are going to close this. Thank you, OCF, for conducting nicely this particular meeting. Thank you, Banani. Let me log off.
Sure, and thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you then.
Thank you all.
Okay, thank you.